I'm not revering it to replicate a silk press. I'm really just revering it to take out a lot of the texture that tends to cause breakage.
Women with thin, fine, natural hair love this technique, and I can see why. So, as you can see, I'm literally just using this t-shirt to blot the water out of my hair. I do not use a towel on my fine natural hair because it is extremely abrasive and it literally causes damage, and nobody wants that. So I'm gonna go ahead and clip back up that piece that I initially revered so that I can work on the next side. I'm using the Cheat Silk Infusion. This is an amazing heat protectant. It doesn't have the best of ingredients as it relates to natural hair, but it does the work, it does the job. I'm gonna pop on that rever onto my strands and really just leave it there for what I wanna say is a good 60 seconds. Now, one of the benefits of having fine natural hair is the fact that you can really fly through these styles pretty quickly. The technique that I use with my fine natural strands is to really use the heat tool on all of as many strands as possible. The reason why I'm doing this is because I find there are strength in numbers, particularly when you have fine natural hair. I love how that looks. It feels silky, it looks shiny or sheeny. That's not a word, but you know what I'm saying. And yeah, girlfriend, the length is coming through. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and use the Earth Tones Natural. This is their curl cream. I love this stuff. I find it's very lightweight for fine natural strands. It really does help to, coat the strands in a way that's gonna give you that hold for a beautiful braid out, which is what we're doing today together. And it also gives a lot of good moisture. When you have fine natural hair, part of the technique is using tools, using creams, using products that are going to help your situation, not hurt your situation. What do I mean by that? Well, what I mean by that is you really want products that are going to give you the holds, but not weigh your strands down. You want to use tools that are going to give you the stretch, give you the curl, whatever it is that the tool says it's going to do without giving you the damage. So that's what I mean when I say using tools, using products that are fine, natural, hair friendly. Girlfriend, do you have fine, natural hair? Let me know in the comment section down below, because yeah, I'd really like to know who my people are. All right, so as you can see, I am going ahead and adding some more of that heat protectant to my strands. One of the things you want to make sure when you are using the rever is you want to make sure that you blot the hair first. So I actually didn't do that here, and you're gonna notice that it actually took a little bit longer to get this particular strand to, straighten on out. Nevertheless, you gotta always add that heat protectant. We're always in the game of protecting our fine natural hair. Girlfriend, if you're loving, solid fine natural hair tips, tricks, and advice, and you want more of that for 2024 and beyond, definitely go ahead, smash that subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. And yeah, there'll definitely be much more of this to come later. See, so remember how I said that you need to blot the hair first? That strand came out a little bit more textured than the other one just because I didn't do that. And so moving forward, I'm gonna use that that towels, or not that towel rather, but the t-shirt that I'm using as a towel to go ahead and take out as much of the water as possible. Now I'm gonna split the hair on up. Splitting the hair on up gives the airflow an opportunity to get through all of the strands and to get through them in a way that's going to not, overly dry one particular strand or, overly manipulate one particular strand, but really just take out that initial texture. Now, for those of you who are fine naturals, you love your wash and goes, you love your curly doos. I personally love those looks as well. However, one of the things that I've learned in this journey and that have worked really well for myself as well as other people with highly textured fine natural hair is that you really want to make sure that you're reducing those opportunities for breakage. So unfortunately, if you do have highly textured, tightly coily, kinky, curly, fine strands, which is gorgeous, one of the things that tends to happen is the hair tends to break off on itself, right? So the curls, the kinks, the coils, they love upon each other and then they just pop off. So one of the things that I learned in 2023 is that keeping the hair in a stretch state really does reduce the breakage, which also reduces the need for really heavy trims. This past 2023, my fine strands really enjoyed a lot more length retention, healthy length retention at that, because I was using this method and this technique. I'm loving how that's looking. If you haven't liked this video yet, please go ahead and smash that like button. Smash the like button if you love natural hair. Smash the like button if you love fine natural hair content, because we all know that there isn't enough of this information in these YouTube streets. Forget these YouTube streets, these social media streets, period. Girlfriend, I want to learn more about you. I want to know exactly who you are and why you're even watching Fine Natural Hair Rocks. Are you here to, service your own strands? Are you here to service somebody else's strands? I am so interested in learning as much as possible about you because we've got a community and we're here to grow, grow, grow. That back section is looking gorgeous. I like to twist on up the section that I'm not using because I find if you don't twist the section up, it does have a tendency to revert. As you can see, I am using a wide tooth comb, and that wide tooth comb is a seamless wide tooth comb. I can't speak. So, every single moment is intentional. Every single technique, every single opportunity, every single touch point with my fine natural strands is very much intentional with the purpose of retaining that length and growing as healthy hair as possible. When I'm doing my braid outs with this technique, I really love to make sure that it's a cornrow. Again, the reason why I'm making sure that it's a cornrow and not individual strands is because I do want that stretch from the root right down and that wave pattern from the root right down. Let's give it a one time for the length check at the back. Those braids were swinging. All right, now we're on our third quarter. I'm gonna split that on up. Please don't mind the flakes. It's not that my hair is dirty. I actually do have eczema in the scalp. And so this year, especially with the cold season, I've been really struggling with that a lot more lately. So if you have any tips, tricks, if you also have eczema, maybe you suffer with the same condition in your scalp, then definitely let me know that in the comment section down below so that we can kind of, share more and help each other. I'll definitely post more tips, tricks, and techniques that work for me as I, walk this journey as it relates to the healthiest possible scalp that I can achieve. That is a beautiful stretch. Yes. I love those curls. We're gonna split that on up. We're gonna definitely go ahead, clip the front, and then work on that little back piece section. Again, one time for the heat protectant, 2 times for the application, 3 times for the, okay, I'll stop. All right, so popping that Revere on up. Ooh, I almost forgot. Girlfriend, there is an amazing sale going on right now with Revere. They've got the Revere device as well as a whole bunch of amazing accessories for $3.99 US. This price is slowly going up. I feel like the company is realizing the value that the device brings, and so it's slowly been going up. But I do have a 10% discount code. Go ahead and check out that discount code in the comment section. I'm gonna leave it there as a pinned comment as well as in the description box. You can definitely check it out. That is FNHROCKS, and that is a special discount code for our girlfriend crew. One of the major misconceptions, again, about fine natural hair and why this technique is so fantastic for it is that the hair is durable. A lot of people think when they're dealing with natural hair, this is stylists, people in general, that natural hair is super resilient, that it's rough, it's coarse, and that's just not true for fine natural strands. So again, every time you touch your hair, you want to be thinking of it as a fine silk, the finest silk you can imagine. And, having that mental mindset as you touch your hair, as you deal with your hair, is really going to ensure that your styling sessions are just styling sessions and not actually breakage sessions too. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like if you haven't already, because those things, they really do help Fine Natural Hair Rocks out. Believe it or not, YouTube really cares about the likes, the comments, the engagement, all that good stuff. So let's do it for the algorithm. Let's do it one time for Fine Natural Hair Rocks, because we in these streets forever, forever, ever. That braid is looking fantastic. One of the things that are on my list for 2024 for this channel and for my fine natural hair is really, learning how to style my own hair more. So the hair care is down packed, but the styling not so much. Girlfriend, what are you doing for your 2024 hair goals? Is it that you want to learn how to care for your hair, or is it that you want to learn how to style your hair? If you're like me and you want to, style your hair more, let me know in the comment section what types of styles you're trying to learn. And if it's about hair care, then let me know that too, because there are tons of videos right here on Fine Natural Hair Rocks dedicated to helping you learn exactly how to take care of your fine natural hair. There are product reviews, there are tutorials, there are various different curl chats, live streams, which will be coming back on a weekly basis. There's a lot of goods. There's a lot of good resources here for you if, achieving your best possible self with your fine natural hair is something that you want to focus on for the brand new year. I like to make sure that, I am combing through anything that might be tangled. You will notice as I'm going through this reverse session that my hair is really detangled. I always make sure that my hair is in a detangled state before I pop it into the reverse. The reason being is that there is quite a bit of airflow going on in the reverse wand, and you don't want that airflow to be going on in the reverse wand on, completely tangled tresses. So by doing it this way, you ensure that your hair is going in a detangled state so that when the airflow does occur, it's occurring on detangled strands and it's not causing unnecessary breakage that, you can't even see. One of the other things that I do like about using the reverse is the fact that it really does help to keep some of, my eczema, the flaking, it helps to keep it at bay. When I am going through a flare up, I find that it kind of helps to remove that. Believe it or not, in this wash day session, I actually had scrubbed my scalp 2 or 3 times, but it was just a particularly bad flare up, which took a while to get rid of. Going ahead on that last piece, I'm gonna go ahead and just slather it on up and make sure that I'm using, a good amount of hair for the reverse. So one of the things, if you are using the reverse to, stretch out your strands, you wanna make sure that you're not using too big of a part. So because we've got fine strands, we kind of get away with using bigger sections of hair. But if you do have more density than I do, or if you do have more thickness to your strands than I do, then it might take you a lot longer to, straighten out your strands. But one of the benefits of fine natural hair is that a lot of the styling, a lot of the parting, these things go a lot faster just because there are a lot smaller strands to deal with. Super excited to get this one back on up. I just lathered it with some more of that Earth Tone Naturals curl cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and part it. I'm gonna go ahead and braid it on up as well. Now, this has been sped up, but it's a very careful process. So hands up, let me know in the comment section if you've ever been to the salon and, stylist is braiding your hair and your hair is getting all caught up on the ends. That's not a good thing to do. When you're braiding fine natural hair, you want to make sure that your ends are always detangled. You want to make sure that your ends are not, unnecessarily knotting up on itself, getting all tangly, and you're just braiding on through it. If you're using fake hair, if you're using outside, extensions or whatever, then by all means, braid it however way you want. But we got goals around here. And those goals require that, when you're cornering your hair, you're making sure that you're cornering it and the ends are detangled and they're not tangling up on each other with a little knot at the end. I hope I'm explaining that properly. I feel like if you know, you know? For those of you who have made it to the end of this video or close to the end, we're not quite there yet. definitely let me know by dropping a yellow heart in the comment section. And if you're still here, you're a real one. So I want to say I am back. I'm back with more content and absolutely more everything that you've come to love and enjoy about Financial Hair Rocks. So definitely make sure that you've hit your notification bell so that you get those updates, you get those brand new videos whenever they drop. Now, girlfriend, thank you so much for joining me for braiding up my hair. The next stage to this is literally just to take down the braids and to have a beautiful braid out. If you want that video, let me know and I'll be sure to create that for you. Bye!